What's up everybody, Danny here with The Neighbor's Kitchen, and in today's video we have another new toy to play with. We have a cordless battery powered vacuum sealer that comes with reusable bags. Pretty excited about this one. I think this could be a really neat fit for all sorts of things and might allow me to leave my big bulky tabletop kind of vacuum sealer in the cabinet only for special occasions. So let's see if this is a good replacement, and perhaps maybe this is the device for you. So let's see what's in the box. All right, so here we have it, our box from Natupo. I got nice packaging, easy to use instructions on the side. Got some QR codes for quick setup if you need vacuum bag refills. Well, it looks like we're gonna open it up with one of these. There we go. There we go. Got some care marks. Contact, user manual. You gotta like them when they're short. Not a whole lot of studying to do. We got 15-piece small vacuum sealer bags. These are 8 by 10. Comes with another 15, 10 by 11, medium. And here's this guy. This is really nice packaging. And this is actually substantially smaller than I was envisioning. I mean, I got big mitts on me. Look at that. Oh, very neat. Debut power on. There we go. Showing we got a full battery. Look at that display. That's quite nice. Short press. Start working. Long press for 1 second. Set air pressure value between 60 and 80 kPa. So, there we go. There's 60. I'm going to do it again. It should switch back to 80. There we go. Maiden Voyage. Let's cook this ribeye Sous Vide style. Slide this in here. We got our steak there. Let's use this clip to get this sealed. I guess we're just going to go ahead and do this. Nice and sealed. So let's go ahead, place this there. There we go, look at that. Look at it counting up. And then it stops automatically, makes a nice little popping noise. Look at that. That's nice and sealed. I'm pretty pleased with that. Initial reaction. I don't hear anything leaking. or expanding. Sometimes when you get a bad seal from moisture, or maybe, you know, granulated, a little granule of pepper, even after it's done, you'll see air coming back in. I don't see any air coming back in. We got some moisture coming off there, so I think this has good suction. I'm gonna go put this in a water bath for a few hours, and then let's carry on with some tests. All right, we have a ribeye steak sous viding in the reusable vacuum sealed bag. Looks lovely. I think, well, I'm pretty excited. I don't know what to think yet. The next test that I want to conduct is we're going to vacuum seal just some chicken that I got on sale and not ready to eat yet. So we're going to slide it in the freezer for a few weeks. At the end of the video, we'll pop one of those open and make sure that it has maintained its seal. So let's go ahead and learn more about the product and vacuum seal some chicken breasts. Let's start out with one more of the small bags and just do an individual one to kind of learn more about the process. So we're just going to slide this guy in there. Just out of curiosity, I'd like to try one by hand. And we're just going to line up the gasket over the mouthpiece, hit the on button. There we go. Stops at 80. We peel it off. Look at that. Look. That's kind of neat. It's super quiet. It's super handheld. Let's try one of these in the air for you guys. There's the mouthpiece. There's that. Shuts off at 80. And then we can just pry it off like that. See if we can do that again. Works really well. I don't see any air bubbles. We got nice seams between the different cuts of meat. All right, it's been a couple of hours. Sous vide bath. Pretty uneventful. You guys didn't need to see anything. But you can tell there's no grease floating on the top of the water. Fat works a lot like oil. Doesn't mix well. Been at 128 for a good couple hours. Kept all the juices in and all the water out. So I'm super pleased. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. And then that concludes day one for this video. When you see me after I eat a little bit of steak in front of you, because you know, if you buy this tool, you can do this at home. In about 2-3 weeks, we're gonna dive back into the freezer to make sure those freezer bags are doing their job. And then I'd say we did a pretty comprehensive test of this cordless vacuum sealer. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Well, it's been about 2 weeks, guys, and I wanted to show you the things that we froze 2 weeks ago. Check that they're still nice and sealed tight, not getting freezer burn and frostbite all in the freezer. But I've also been using this thing for about 2 weeks now, off camera, and I gotta tell you, this thing is pretty neat. I did use my Parmesan cheese. You can kind of see here, There's a chunk missing. Did make pizza. Super convenient to have a vacuum bag that you can reuse and then keep everything nice and fresh. No big deal. The other thing, I like snacking on carrots. Keep your carrots nice and fresh. Take out what you want. Leave what you don't. Snap, suck, done. Works super great for pepperoni. I also like snacking on pepperoni. And I've been on a pizza kick. I've been making a lot of pizza. And to get rid of those like Ziploc bags that they come in, that you never really get all the air out, and then they kind of get all dry and nasty. Great solution, big fan of that. But probably so far my ultimate favorite, sealing bacon. I usually make just like 2 or 3 pieces a morning for myself, and a pound. This is a brand new pound. I just filled it up this morning. Fits perfectly sideways in a medium bag. Take out what you need, suck it tight so that everything stays nice and fresh. Bacon, if you keep it in like a Ziploc bag, I never really thought it changed flavor too much because there's so much sodium in here, but it loses its color and looks kind of gross before you cook it. Problem solved. Big fan of that. And one last thing to show you before we pull our chicken out of the freezer. Check this out. We are still at, focus, full battery. There's the medium bag with 4 in it. You can see. You'd see around here or here first that there would be like frost. Kind of looks like snow getting up in there. I don't see any evidence of any oxygen getting in there. Got this guy here. And here's our third one. Look at that. Still got a great seal after being frozen. Huge shout out to Natupo, not only for sending me their product, but making a really good product. It's super affordable. I think you guys are gonna love this. Who is this product for? I think this belongs in pretty much every kitchen. It's great for sous vide, it's great for storage, it's great for keeping things fresh, it's great for convenience if you're trying to buy in bulk and separate things down into smaller quantities. The battery life is killer. It's got adjustable vacuum. So once again, I'm probably turning a video longer than it needs to be. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and checking this thing out. If you don't mind, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, and if you are interested in this product, use my affiliate link in the description below. It'll help you out a ton and me a little. Thank you so much once again. Till next time, be well. I forgot one thing. I've been cleaning the reusable bags in the dishwasher. I'll just kind of put it over a couple pegs so that everything can get in, and then it dries out, and then I'll kind of form them open like this, like a bass mouth, and let it air dry on the counter. No high heat. I do not do heat dry. Just normal, regular detergent. Been working really well. Okay, now I'll see you guys later.